blind me.
Welcome, foolish mortals, to the Haunted Mansion.
Hey friends, welcome in to Mr. Fred's Tech Talks. I'm Mr. Fred, and I'm excited about this particular episode. It's October. Yes, October. And it is also known as Cybersecurity Awareness Month. And this means we will take some time to do what I would call our annual digital checkup. Every year, I go into my classrooms and I begin to share tips and reminders with all my students. And I'm going to do the same thing with you here today. So I put on my professor's sweater, I fire up the coffee pot, and then I ask the question, how are we really doing with our online safety? Well, this year's answer is really interesting, and it comes from a report called the O-Behave Report. It's put together by the team at Cybsafe in conjunction with the National Cybersecurity Alliance team. And they surveyed over 7,000 people across 7 continents. And they find out about what security is versus what we actually do. And folks, it turns out we humans are hilariously predictable. So let's go.
Talking about gadgets, games, and gears. AI buzzing in your ears. Parents, teachers, kids unite. We're learning tech and doing it right. Oh, it's a tap, swipe, scroll kind of show where zeros and ones are ready to go. From old school DOS to robots that talk, we're jamming with Mr. Fred's Tech Talks.
82% of us claim that cybersecurity is important. That's good news. The bad news, though, is barely half use unique passwords. Picture this. You lock your front door, but then hide the same key under everyone's welcome mat on the block. That's password reuse in a nutshell. And then there's multi-factor authentication, MFA. That's the superhero of security steps. But the report shows MFA adoption has stalled because people say it's too annoying. Meaning, I have to swipe or tap the screen or make sure I'm in my, app itself. I mean, come on now. Typing a 6-digit code is less annoying than dealing with identity theft. I think that's the way you got to look at it. The truth is, cybersecurity is like brushing your teeth. You don't skip it because you didn't have a cavity today, right? Now, let's talk about my digital native friends, the Gen Zers. You grew up with smartphones and streaming and think you've seen it all. But according to the O-Behave report, you're also the most likely to get scammed. Why? Well, it's due to your overconfidence. Gen Z users often believe they could spot a fake link a mile away until a deepfake video or AI-generated voice tricks them. Think about this. AI can clone a friend's voice from 10 seconds of audio. So when you get that urgent call from mom asking for your Venmo info, just pause. Call her back the old-fashioned way. Actually call her, right? And ask her, did you call me? And for parents and teachers listening, this is your cue to have the talk. Not that talk, not the birds and bees talks, but have the bites and breaches talk. Ask kids how they verify a link or a post. Make it a dinner table challenge. Have a nice discussion around that time frame and see what you hear. Another surprising finding is what researchers call privacy fatalism. That's the belief that since my data is already out there, there's no point in trying to protect it. That mindset, though, is like leaving your car unlocked because someone could break in anyway. In reality, most hackers go for the low-hanging fruit. If you lock your digital doors and you turn on your MFA, they'll move on to an easier target. Even small actions stack up. Your updates, backups, pausing before you click. That's a really, really important one. They're tiny habits that create a giant wall between you and those bad actors that are out there. The O-Behave report ends with a really powerful reminder. Knowledge does not equal behavior. I'm going to repeat that. Knowledge does not equal behavior. So just because we know what's safe doesn't always mean we do it. Cyber safety is a behavioral science problem as much as a technology problem. Think about seatbelts. People didn't use them at first, right? Because they felt awkward or not cool. Now, pretty much everybody uses them, right? We need that same shift for digital habits. So instead of rolling out boring training slides, let's make security part of our everyday rhythm. Companies can celebrate good cyber behavior of their employees. Families can create Tech Check Tuesdays. And teachers use real news stories to show students how scams evolve. All right, let's hop over to the tech tip of the episode. Before you crash for the night, take 1 minute for a cyber rinse and spit. Now, that sounds kind of gross, but here's what you could do. Check that your apps are being updated. Glance at your browser extensions and make sure there's nothing in there that's been installed without you knowing about it. Ensure your password manager is backed up and locked. You don't need to do a deep clean on this stuff every night, but just keep the plaque from building up. Just enough, right? Security habits work best when they're small, consistent, and boring until the day you really need them. As we continue on through this month of October, I'll continue to share information on understanding some of these concepts in here. So I mentioned the word phishing and MFA and passwords. So we'll also talk about passphrases. So make sure you come back and listen to those episodes because they'll be helpful and you could pass that word on and we'll ultimately build a more safe and secure internet habit and we'll be better off in the long run. Okay. So as you pick up your Halloween costume this month, just make sure you're not dressed as the person who clicked the phishing link. That would be one heck of a costume. If you enjoyed this episode, please share it with a friend who needs a cyber pep talk or that coworker who still uses password 123 and swing by getmecoding.com for some free resources and mini lessons that help families and students build some confidence with technology and cyber safety. Until next time, I'm Mr. Fred, reminding you to think before you click and to keep your tech talks real.
Who you gonna call?